What's up, guys? It's Alec back with CPT College Park Tuning. I'm here working on my CB, so you guys can see. Got some pretty major electrical issues going on. I'm trying to figure out why it's not charging back to the battery, and I'm pretty sure I've followed this flow chart. I'll drop a link in the description of this awesome thing that this guy dropped to me on the forums. It's basically a big flow chart of how you can diagnose certain charging failures in your electrical system on any bike, really. It's awesome. So I think I found a bad ground. I'm gonna have to go through the entire wiring system, which is totally not cool because it's a pain in the ass and super complex, but I'm glad I've got it narrowed it down. I've been stuck on this for probably like 2 weeks. Usually can figure out wiring problems with this thing, no problem, but this one's throwing me for a doozy. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I think is an issue and then see if we can hop right into it. Okay guys, here is the 550. Kind of got all the things that I need on the floor, just kind of scattered around. I recently did a battery box wire tuck, and that's kind of when all the problems started to go haywire. So everything's kind of scattered all over the place. I have a bunch of things unplugged, but in a nutshell, brand new RIX regulator rectifier with lithium-ion compatibility, so I'll drop a link to that in the description. It's specifically for the 550s and the 750s, I believe. I just went ahead, this connector was melted, so I went ahead and just got rid of it and did direct connections to the regulator rectifier. Brand new starter solenoid right here, so that originally failed on the bike, so I replaced it. Now I have my electric start back. Everything else is pretty stock. Stock fuse box, 15 amp, 5 amp, and 7 amp, LED taillight, and license plate bracket, and then I have a bunch of crap up front that I did, so new gauges, LED gauges, and then a bunch of new some wiring up there. The electrical issue is definitely a bad ground somewhere, coming from battery negative to the regulator rectifier. So if I can't, I'm gonna go ahead and clean connectors, and if I can't actually figure this out, what's gonna end up having to happen is I'm going to have to run a direct green wire from this to battery negative. Also gonna have to check frame ground because that might not be good. Lots of sanding, cleaning, new hardware. We'll see how it goes, but while I'm at it, I think I also have a head gasket leak in here. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. So that might be another build series later on. But yeah, I got my trusty multimeter right here, and I've just been going through that flow chart, trying to figure all the things out that I need to figure out. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find this bad ground, and then I will come back and update you guys in a bit. Okay, what's up, guys? We're back after a lot of troubleshooting and forum browsing, but essentially what I ended up finding was I had a bad ground. So after following that flow chart, I discovered that I had way too high of a voltage on the regulator rectifier green wire than I should. So what I ended up doing was, just to double check and bypass, or double check that was accurate, I ended up bypassing my wiring harness and just doing a wire directly to the battery. So as you can see here, I got one going from here and one from here all the way down to the battery, just to confirm that my suspicions were true, and turns out they were. The charging is still a little bit weak, but it's way better than it was before. I'm actually getting proper voltage all the way up to like 13.8 volts. It should be around 14 with lithium ion, but I only went up to around 4K RPMs. But essentially, yeah, so I had a bad ground. The bike is charging now, and what it ended up doing was just leaving that and going back to reconnecting all the stuff I had disconnected before. So things like this. So you can see here, like, I have this just giant mess of crap right there. I originally put the connectors on bullet connectors, but I'm actually going to undo that and do soldering and, you know, shrink wrap and all that the proper way for the gauges. So I'm in an apartment garage, people are starting to come home, so it's going to get a little loud. But yeah, the bike is charging, its electrical is good now. I just need to wrap up some other things, and hopefully I need to figure out where this bad ground actually is. I don't know, I have a suspicion there's a kind of a janky wire that leads from the main connector to the sub harness. I'm gonna check that, and then hopefully that fixes it. So I'm gonna go eat because I'm really hungry, and I'll come back and check in with you guys in a bit. All right, what's up, guys? It's late. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like 11 o'clock. I've been out here since like 3 trying to figure this dang thing out. I didn't really make any progress besides finding the short and correcting it with the cables directly to battery ground. So what I ended up doing is just keeping that solution, kind of soldering up some stuff, but that's temporary because I'm no electrical engineer, so I'm gonna have a friend who is really good at this stuff actually come and help me fix it for real. I definitely have a short circuit somewhere, bad ground. I don't know what it is or what's causing it. I looked inside the headlight bucket, couldn't really find anything that didn't seem out of place. I did rewire some gauges earlier, so I kind of looked there, but no luck with anything. I'm gonna show you guys what's been done. So this is now all cleaned up. No more bullet connectors, everything was soldered, and oh yeah, so heat shrink, and now the bike will run under its own power. I'll give you guys a quick start. Yeah, nice and loud, open header the way it should be on these. Like I said, I'm gonna continue trying to figure this out with a friend who's really good at wiring and finding short circuit and stuff. That's probably gonna conclude it for this video. I know it wasn't too much content because wiring is really just like a lot of tedious work, like cutting, wire stripping, soldering, crap like that. So I'm gonna go take this thing for a ride, make sure it's good. It's probably a short vlog, but thank you guys for watching. The next episode you're gonna see of this CB is probably gonna be in a little bit because school was about to pick up, but yeah, so stay tuned for that, and hopefully you guys will see more content from me and the rest of the CPT gang.